Hi and welcome to Lois and Morgana Davidson Art. It's Lois here and today I'm going to be showing you one of my sketchbooks. It's an indigo Khadi paper, cotton Concertina sketchbook, but I'm also going to be showing you how you can keep something similar to this with just an ordinary book style sketchbook. You can see that this Concertina sketchbook is made up of lots of long pages sort of folded back and forth so that they close into a book, and you can paint freely across the pages, and this can be really great for experimentation. So you can start at the beginning with maybe a mixed media approach, watercolour, ink or acrylic, pastels, coloured pencils, anything you like, and then just start on the first page and just carry on painting until you run out of ideas and energy. It can be a really fun and expressive way to paint and to explore new ideas and to really learn about mark making skills. I'll show you through the whole books as far as I've got a bit later, but to start with I'll just talk about what you can do if you've just got a normal format book style sketchbook. Here's my first two pages, and you can see that it's just like two normal pages of a sketchbook, and I've just painted across the two pages, and you can do exactly that. You do have to wait a while for each page to dry. I think that's the only downside. With the Concertina sketchbook, you can put down plenty of newspaper on the floor and then just paint across all the pages as far as you want to, and as many pages in one go. But with a book style sketchbook, then just paint the two pages, and that's big enough and expressive enough area for you to be able to really enjoy experimenting and trying out different ideas without any pressure. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The idea here is just to let go and experiment and just to see what sort of ideas come up. You'll find this way that you'll probably come across some really interesting techniques and ideas that you'll want to take further into more ideas, more experiments, or maybe even into some finished paintings. I really like this handmade Khadi paper. It's quite easy to buy online and it's quite cheap. It's 100% cotton. It's handmade Indian paper. It's got a beautiful texture. You can see how nicely it's taken the dry brush here. So it can be great for experimenting with different effects and just seeing how the paint works without worrying about using really expensive watercolour paper. And of course you can do this on ordinary watercolour paper as well, excuse me, or even on mixed media paper if you don't have watercolour paper. But just bear in mind that a mixed media sketchbook will probably buckle a little bit more. And so the idea I want to get across here is that painting across more than one page when you're sketching or experimenting can actually be quite liberating. It can be really interesting to see how different it looks when you carry that painting across more than one page. So here's my Concertina sketchbook so far, and you can see that I've got four sort of fairly different paintings, but all similarly experimental, and each one I've gone across four individual pages to create my paintings. So if we sort of move the camera over the spread, you can see where the joins are for each page. And you can also sort of see probably how similar my approach has been, but with slightly different colours. But also I think my ideas have progressed. So going back to the beginning, with this one, my first tentative start was just quite rough and scribbly and just lots of colours, lots of marks, lots of ink. And even though I'm showing you this sketchbook for me is to experiment in. It's not meant to be shown to people. It's where I find out my different ideas and try and find different ways of making effects. Also of finding ideas that I like and then refining them. So moving on to the second one, you can see that I've refined this by removing quite a bit of the colour, muting it down, and the ink work isn't quite so busy either. But I hope you can also see I've left quite a bit more unpainted paper with just a bit of dry brush on it, especially over on the right. And this then I refine even further when I go into my third 4-page sketch. The colour's even lighter, the ink work is even less, more minimal, but the main thing here is that the dry brush and this field of unpainted paper is the main feature. So I hope that shows you how I started with one idea and used 2 more paintings or sketches across the multiple pages, each time refining my ideas a little bit more. And of course, you can use these ideas of painting across multiple pages in concertina sketchbooks or book style sketchbooks for traditional loose landscapes. It doesn't just have to be for abstract landscapes, or you could use it for non-representational abstract experimentation. It's a really useful way to experiment and play and to explore new ideas. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have a particular sort of sketchbook routine that you like to follow in order to experiment and to explore new possibilities. So thanks again, and please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much to everyone that supports us on Patreon. And we'll see you again soon. Take care and happy painting. Bye.